Beautiful people of Warland, welcome back. Today I am being drawn by current Oda.
But what the hell, boy?
I'm just joking, but it is a situation that's getting out of hand and we'll address later on this video. Welcome back. Today I want to first and foremost apologize for the mess that I made with the visuals. The last video, I really forgot that the camera settings were an important aspect about making a video. So I understand that the color and the saturation were all over the place. And I apologize, but I promise you the next recipe we make is going to look so much better. Today we are gathered to talk about One Piece 1132. What a chapter. It was a huge comeback for One Piece after 2 weeks of uncertainty with Oda's health and his trip to South Africa to supervise One Piece live action season 2 that's in production right now. So I want to appreciate what we got and also address that with the release of this chapter. It makes it only 2 or 3 more chapters for the rest of the year. I'm not sure how Shonen Jump does the schedule for December. I've seen some tweets about it, but haven't sat down to read it all the way through. But I understand that it's not going to be that consistent until everything picks up back again next year. So I want to take a minute to appreciate what a massive year this was for One Piece. I remember last New Year's reading through Kuma's flashback and crying in the bathroom while all my family was out there having lunch, and just thinking about every single thing that has happened since with the Gorosei and Bonnie, and now the beginning of Elbaph that is gearing up to be such an incredible arc. So yeah, I'm very grateful for 2024 as a One Piece fan, but I also am really excited for 2025 for multiple reasons. So that's why I'm borrowing this concept from the Grand Line Review. I'm sure most of you guys know this channel, and I am presenting to you this One Piece 2025 bingo. It is full of key moments that might or might not happen in the manga, the live action, the anime, all of these things that we'll be getting in 2025 as a One Piece community. And if we get a bingo, I will be donating $500 to a charity of your choice. If we do it before the year ends, that means that in December I'll be donating another $500. So that's an opportunity for $1,000 total in donations. Also, with every single slot that we cross off this 2025, I am going to be spinning this roulette. This roulette has multiple punishments and challenges, but we also have 2 golden slots. And these golden slots are giveaways that are meant for you guys to start your One Piece collection if you haven't started it yet, because I will be giving out a One Piece manga box set. Any one that you need. I'm pretty sure most of them contain like 23, 24 volumes. So if you are just starting, or you need the last box set, or you need one in the middle, be sure to stick around and check those giveaways as we land on the golden slots next year. I would much rather land on one of these golden slots than land on the Century Egg, because I haven't had that and I'm a little bit afraid of it. But this is just a way to celebrate the small victories we get as a One Piece community. Of course, there are some boxes that are easier to check off in this bingo than others, but that's the whole point about it. And honestly, most of these things are events that I want to happen, like maybe a new One Piece movie or a new One Piece game. And checking those off will give me way more pleasure than any punishment or any challenge that I have to do with the roulette. Now, with that being said, let's dive deep into One Piece 1132. I'll make this super quick for you guys. I don't really appreciate those 20-25 minute chapter reviews for something that is less than 20 pages long, so let's just get on with it. One Piece 1132 is an injection of adrenaline for us One Piece fans. It is such like a core One Piece adventure with everything, new characters, new places, new concepts. It's a full bombardment of what makes One Piece great, and it's also a display of how clear the One Piece formula is on Oda's mind and how much he loves to play with it. It's such a fun chapter. It does have one thing that is, of course, bothering most One Piece fans, and I will talk about that later. But I really want to address how confused I was when I saw Luffy landing on Gerd and the cook guy from Hyruden's crew. I was really interested in seeing what Loki was going to offer the series moving forward, but I'm pretty sure Oda is going to sprinkle in the rest of this conversation later on as we see Loki getting freed from Yggdrasil and everything going to basically. For me, the peak of this chapter was seeing the Elbaph village finally, and then we get this beautiful little panel of pre-time skip Luffy and Usopp dancing and singing about how they're going to go visit Warland for sure, and they're going to go see the land of Usopp's dreams. And now they're here, and Luffy is so happy, and Usopp is overjoyed and crying his eyes out. And it is very exciting for me to see that Oda is not sidelining Usopp and not forgetting that this is such a Usopp-centric arc. I also feel like Oda is being really responsible with the interactions we get for each Straw Hat. I feel like none of the Straw Hats are getting sidelined, which is what I felt during Egghead. Even though Egghead was an incredible arc, I feel like some Straw Hats were really sidelined, like Robin, Jinbei. I feel like in this chapter, every single Straw Hat had a moment to shine or to interact with the whole grandeur of Elbaph as an adventure, and it's making me really happy to see that so far. We also get introduced to these really cool new concepts like the Rainbow Bridge and the Painter. We of course have no idea how it works, but I really wish that Oda takes this concept and does something with it moving on forward. Maybe Usopp gets the Painter and that's the power up he gets during Elbaph, considering he has such great artistic skill. And I hope this doesn't become one of those concepts that Oda forgets about for a couple years and then brings back, like the cloud generator during Egghead, which was important at the end, but I feel like more things could have been done with it. And I feel like this Painter has such great potential for anything to happen that it would be a waste for Oda to not explore this a little bit further. We of course get this beautiful scene that I know is going to blow our minds in the anime of the Straw Hats sailing the Rainbow Bridge with the rest of the great Viking pirates, and I love to see the new little relationship we get between Bonnie and Robin. I feel like as a fan base we tend to look for Nami as more of a mother figure because she was like very caring of Momonosuke and all the kids that we've seen so far, but I love seeing this side of Robin, especially because we have to reignite Robin as a character because she now has an incoming reunion with Saul, which is also one of the slots for the bingo. And I'll most likely have to take a plunge in a bathtub full of ice and water, but I'll gladly do it for a Robin and Saul reunion. Of course, when they're done sailing through the rainbow, they meet up with Luffy and Usopp and the rest, and that makes me think that all these other Straw Hats are going to get new Elbaph outfits, and it makes me really excited to see a Frankie Elbaph outfit. Are you kidding me? Frankie has been so fitted up in the last couple chapters. I'm sad to see his leather jacket go, but I'm also really excited to see him in a Kratos-like outfit. It's going to be amazing. Finally, after a whole chapter of grand adventure and new characters and new concepts, we get this final page with two panels. One with a silhouette, a classic Oda silhouette that I'm pretty sure a lot of people are really tired of right now, and another panel that says, "Don't linger on Elbaph for too long." Those words carry like a slight promise that Elbaph is going to be a longer arc than we expected, and it makes me really excited. This might be the last secluded adventure we get, considering Elbaph is not connected to the rest of the world government, and I really want to savor this moment before we kickstart the final war, the race for the One Piece. So that for me means that Elbaph is going to have so much more build up and concepts and ideas introduced that is going to drive out the story for a couple years, and it makes me really happy. Now, circling back to the silhouette, I understand a lot of people are upset about this.
What's wrong with you, bro? What the heck? You tripping, bro? You tripping?
But I am looking at this as a new opportunity for Oda to build up a new reveal or a new really cool character that he's going to introduce. And I love that he keeps trying to introduce these new cool characters because that means that the world of One Piece keeps expanding. Maybe this new silhouette wasn't needed because now we have Emu and Joy Boy and the man that's marked by flames and the guy that was drinking sake with Crocus and now this guy. And I'm pretty sure this won't get resolved in the next chapter, so we're gonna have to wait a little bit to know who this was. But that's okay with me. I'm going to let Oda cook for a little bit and see what he comes up with. Hopefully it's Copacabana or the man marked by flames or both. We'll see. The last piece of good news is that we don't have a break next week, so I'll see you next week reviewing chapter 1133. I hope it's just as grand and as adventurous as this one was, and that Oda keeps making us happy as a community. Once again, I am really excited for everything One Piece during 2025. You can go back and check the bingo and see if I'm missing anything that you think is likely to happen. And as always, it's been a pleasure having you here today. Thank you for joining us again. If you don't want to miss out on those giveaways, be sure to give Worldland a follow, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.